Hello everybody and welcome to Retro Ratchet. This video is going to be part 2 of the Nissan Bluebird project series, and this is actually one of my own cars. So in this video I'm going to take care of some minor jobs, gutting the interior, removing some Mercedes badges, removing that awful tow bar, and finally removing the car alarm. Okay, let's make a start getting this interior sorted out and getting it cleared and getting all the rubbish out of it. Right, so here we've got a whole load of old tax discs. Nissan new car warranty. We will keep all this and old MOTs, so we'll put all this in a wee ring binder in the house. So that's for the keep pile. We've a booster seat and Haynes manual, so we'll definitely keep the Haynes manual, but not the booster seat. So that's the bin. Let's keep. Teddies, what will we do with the teddies? Keep them, bin them. Right, so they'll go in the not decided pile along with the blanket. We'll put all that out there. Figure out what we're doing with that later. Car's already getting lighter as we speak. Lime magic tree, right, we will move that on as well. Here, there's one, and we have a summer cotton magic tree, so we will move him out as well. There we go, 2 magic trees gone. Right, these are already empty. Now that's the back, not looking too bad. I'll have some stickers. Okay, I'm not a fan of stickers on cars unless they say Retro Ratchet, so we'll remove that. Forth Valley Tourers 10-year anniversary, and I think there is another one over here, so we will remove this as well. Right, so that's looking good. Right, so what do we think? There is the back. Much tidier already. Need to give that a wee hoover, but yeah, that's that neat and tidy. Right, we'll move into the front now. Right, where do we start at the front? There's a whole load of things on this sun visor here. Vehicle entry, SUV limited, Tayside Classic Motor Show. So I have a little bit of a story about this one. I suppose I'll have to admit to everybody, so anybody that religiously watches all my videos may actually recognise this car. I've done a walk round at the Tayside Classic Motor Show up at Errol Airfield, and I actually forgot I'd done it until it was pointed out by somebody that you've already reviewed this car that you've just bought, and it totally slipped my mind. So we'll get rid of this so I can forget about that. Forth Valley pensioners, I guess we could keep that. Forth Valley Tourers. So tourers or pensioners, you pick. Right, so get rid of them. Him, Michelin Man, is doing my head in. So Michelin Man is going in the bin. Hopefully we can get that off without leaving any residue. Oh god, it's left a bit on it. Right, fingernail on that one. Right, so that's good. Red character, I don't know what that one is. Something Joe. That smells. Right, so we're definitely getting rid of that. And what else have we got? We have some gel and a hanky. Not reuse the hanky. And then here, bag it and bin it poo bag. So we don't have a dog. We have a microfiber poo bag and glasses. Now, again, put in the comments if you think these suit me. There we go.
Well, you did need some new Ray-Bans.
So, leave that down to you guys. And what else have we got in here? Right, so let's move on to the glove box. We have more racers. Yeah, you know what, actually, we've got quite a few, you know, extremes here. We've got Forth Valley Racers and Forth Valley Pensioners. So this car has been busy. And it's been a classic. And it's been a Forth Valley Ghosts. Right, so this is getting worrying now. I don't know what this car's been up to. Suntan lotion. Yeah, I tell you what, there's all sorts in here. Footman James tax disc holder, polos. The thing is, this could be a camper van. You could go camping in this thing. You've got all sorts. You've got your glasses, your suntan lotion, poo bags if your dog does a crap, plenty of air fresheners. You can get into any car show in the country with, I mean, I don't know, it's like a selection of credit cards. We'll reach over here, door bin. We have got a million poo bags in case your dog has IBS, and some more suntan lotion. And that is it, that's that one emptied. Right, so there is some, I don't think I'll be keeping any of that. Driver's side we have Nissan Bluebird's owner's manual. We'll be keeping that though. That's a good one. We have some more microfibers, microfiber. Something else. And that seems to be it now. Oh, there's another wee cubby hole down there. No, that's your fuse box. So there's nothing in there. Unless it's called something else other than a fuse box, instrument dimmer, that kind of stuff. Right, so that's looking good. So I think that's all the interior bits. We'll take those wee bands off of there. There we go. Nothing hiding up here. No. So that's looking pretty decent. It's looking very bare. Look at all that stuff. Right, we'll get rid of that next, and then we'll start on the cleanup. That's it. And then I remembered the car has a boot. Right, what have we got in here for us? Walking stick. I know I am getting on a bit, but I'll not be needing that one quite yet, hopefully. Bags to carry your poo bags. Perfect. A mat. That. An umbrella. Like I said, this thing is like a mobile home. All sorts of things in here. Pipe lagging, in case your pipe gets cold. And a triangle in case you break down. So we'll probably keep that. And the tyre wrap, we'll keep that. And a rusty screw, so we'll keep all those in there for effect. I don't know what else there could possibly be hiding under here. Lots and lots of carpets. Why is there so many carpets in this box? We do have a spare wheel under there that needs pumping up, so we'll have to remember to do that. Right, there's our boot clear. We're definitely done this time. Remember the red key. Blue efficiency. So these are off American. I know it's blue and it's probably efficient, but I think we will be taking these off. And hopefully we won't take all the paint off with them. There you go. That looks even better already, doesn't it? And for this task, I decided just to use some cellulose thinners and some elbow grease. So it was just a case of trying to break down that glue and adhesive that was left on the bodywork there, picking it away with my nails. Close your eyes, any detailers. It did, however, do the trick, and luckily the Bluebird wasn't painted with cellulose paint, or it would have all come off on the cloth there. But yeah, it came off very well, and I guess further down the line, a machine polish would take away any little fine scratches or anything left behind. Next job on the Bluebird, my pet hate, tow bars. I hate them. They don't suit any car, but particularly not classic cars. So we're going to get this ripped out tonight. Certainly we'll get the mechanical side of it off first. There's a bolt right at the front of the subframe. I'll tackle that first. It's a 17, and hopefully the bolt itself is captive. I can get under here without jacking up. I can just about reach it there. And yeah, here it was just a case of trying to get that central bolt release there, but as you can see, I wasn't particularly successful, but in a minute you'll see exactly why. Right, so that approach didn't work. There's a bolt on the top that isn't captive and I can't get a spanner on it. So out comes the air saw, and hopefully we'll just cut the bracket off, and then that will be the front bit released. Other bits, the access is a lot easier, but it's quite a thick bracket, so I think we might struggle with that. Looks like it's been welded on at the subframe. So it'd be nice to get on that bolt if possible. So yeah, it was a bit of a stretch getting under there, but as you can see, that little sabre saw was actually doing it pretty well, managing to get through that. It did take a good few minutes, and this has sped up quite a bit, this video, so it is deceiving, but it was actually particularly hard work. So yeah, then just tackling the middle bracket there. It was actually held at the front, middle and the back, and then trying to just release those rear bolts there where they go into that cross member. I'm not even sure why I wasn't using the air tools for this so soon. I decided to use a breaker bar for some bizarre reason. Yeah, I think at that point I did give up and used an impact gun there, which made life a lot easier. They were actually pretty big bolts fitted to that, and I think they'd been on there quite some time. This is looking promising. I think that bit in there should just break off. There we go. Yeah, there was no way we were getting a spanner on the top of that. See, it's inset into there, so it was just a wee cut through that bracket. Now all we've got to do is we've got another bracket here and we have some wiring. So I think what we'll do is we'll do the wiring next. Let's just cut that like that. I'll get that out the roads. So in fact, what I'll do is actually I'll do this bracket next, then the wiring, then we'll be inside the car. And again, getting an old impact gun out there, getting that bracket off that goes right the way over the car there. And there was some weight in those two actually. Now we're moving into the boot and we're going to make a start on the wiring. Obviously remove the wire that came from underneath the car and try and see what kind of damage has been done to the car's original wiring. The boot trim, as you can see, was in pretty decent condition actually. I did have a trim removal set there, which made life a lot easier getting that off. Although to be fair, this wasn't the slickest of efforts. And now we're getting into the wiring there. It reveals it's all Scotch lock terminals, something I absolutely hate. So it's just a case of leaving them off and doing as little damage as is possible to release that loom from under the car. So yeah, it's just a case of a screwdriver in the end there, opening them up and then getting those cables off. Luckily there actually isn't too many cables involved in a tow bar assembly. And then the same on the other side for the indicator that was connected there. And then that was that all out. So now it was just a case of repairing the original wiring loom, so insulating up where there was any breakages or where the Scotch locks were connected in there and they broke the insulation. So it was a good few wires to sort out at that side, and that was that done and clipped back in place. And then basically same process on the other side. So it wasn't too bad actually, and I didn't end up having to solder any wires or repair them. And now we're just going to get that trim back in place there. Luckily, I did not break any trim clips in the making of this video, so everything went back as it was. And I guess it's not too hard on one of these, just a series of clips at either side. Push them in and then get the seal back on, tidy all the rubbish up out the boot. Done. Right, let's have a look at the finished article. What do we think? That's a million times better without that tow bar fitted. And yeah, what a strange setup it was. So that's another job nicely finished off on the Bluebird. And now on to the alarm removal job. I thought the best approach would be to remove all the wiring from the inside first and then go into the engine bay and take the unit out at the end. So as you can see, the wiring was quite well hidden. It was up behind the glove box there. I did initially think it was joined into the loom behind the CD player, but that actually wasn't the case. It went all the way over there to the right hand side of the steering column and into the fuse box. Right, we're still chasing down this positive battery feed here. Looks like it goes all the way over to a Scotch lock under here. So try and get that pulled through. So more lying upside down and trying to figure out exactly where it joined on. But eventually I was lucky and I managed to get it released. And he's out. So there's a positive feed. So what we'll do now is put some insulating tape around that live there, and then we'll get back in the engine compartment and get that wiring loom pulled through. We're on the home straight now, just pulling through all those meters of wire. Dead simple job. And then finally we need to remove the two screws holding the unit to the side of the car. There we have it. What brand is it? Easy Fit, apparently it's called. Yeah, we'll not be using that. I don't really think we're going to be needing it. Nobody is going to be stealing our Bluebird. So now all we've got is that bracket to take off there on the bulkhead. We'll go and get a crosshead screwdriver and we'll remove that because it's a wee bit unsightly. And we'll put the air strap back on. And on to the very final job of the video, getting that bracket off the engine bay there and getting it looking nice and original. And there we have it. How much tidy does that look with that alarm out the road? There's another job done on the Bluebird.